Alright, Christmas Day, Commanders versus Cowboys. And when they announced this early in the year, I was like, man, this is going to be great. What a Christmas gift. And I thought I've been good this year. I really thought I had. But you know what Santa brought me? No playoffs and I have to watch Josh Johnson. Not even Marcus Mariota. Josh Johnson. You could have at least given me Taylor Heineke. Not that he would have known the system, but it would have been entertaining. But now I get to watch this. Now I get to watch this. Yay! Javonte Williams just trucked the hell out of Mikey. You know, I love it. Whenever we can stop first and second down. But third down, we become inept. And if we do make a play on third down, guess what we do? Commit a penalty. Defense does not know how to get off the field. George Pickens is going to do the peekaboo every single time he catches the ball today. And Ferguson catches a touchdown one-handed. I'll give credit. That was a good catch. Dak laid it out perfectly for him. Guan's coverage. He didn't even like really jump up there. He just kind of jumped laterally. If he had jumped up, maybe he might have actually done something. Josh Johnson threw it and got it out in the flat and not an interception. Here is a tip for backup quarterbacks. F it, Terry is down there somewhere. Just think with that mentality. Ooh, nice little fake to Bill. And Debo goes down the field. Oh, and he dropped the guy's helmet off. Let's go. Our team is playing with a little bit of fire today. First and goal. Can we punch it in, tie it up early? No, Josh Johnson gets that. And Jake Moody makes the field goal, 7-3. We had a gift of a drive right there, and we still just can't score a touchdown. I get it's not Jade, it's not Marcus, but come on, play calling deals in there somewhere too. And Johnny Newton with a sack? With Deron Payne out, he's getting some opportunities to play. And a Dallas line that has been pretty good for most of the year. So, that's pretty impressive. 2nd and 18, and Davis gets like almost all that back in one run. What is our run defense? Oh, let me answer that. Non-existent. And 4th and 1, guess what? George Pickens pissed at Pittsburgh to this day for making that trade. You have 31 teams you could have traded him to, and you went with Dallas. Why? They're gashing us up the middle. We can't stop them for anything. How does Frankie Luvu and Jeremy Reeves both had Javonte Williams wrapped up in the backfield on 4th and 1, and he still gets a few yards, and he gets a touchdown? Offense hasn't played bad on the one drive we've had, but if the defense can't stop letting them score touchdowns, we're not going to have a game at all. Ooh, Debo on a nice crosser in the middle of the field. Josh Johnson slinking it out here. Maybe he just needed a week to like settle and get some more starting reps with the guys, because he's looking a lot more confident putting the ball where it needs to be. We back up Dallas way back in their own end zone, but don't worry, we're going to leave either George Pickens or CeeDee Lamb wide open in the flat, and they'll get a first down, get them out of that dangerous area. Dak launches it. Kevontae Turpin. Wide open. Touchdown. Why? What happens to Turpin, man? When he plays us, he just becomes like elite. He becomes like Tyreek Hill 2.0. Like, this is crazy. That hurts, man. That hurts. I'm having flashbacks to the kick return of last season. And Debo on the end around? Our offense is moving the ball. I'll give it to him. If we can just score, that would be, you know, cool. Bill with the touchdown. Let's go. We're staying in this if our defense could just make a stop. Bill's starting to really come back to his own. He had a great start to the season. Kind of wavered off in the middle of the season, was dealing with a couple of injuries. Rodriguez got hot, McNichols got hot, and he's really come along the last couple weeks. It's exciting to see his growth and development. I think it's going to be a big star for us next year. And we let Dak just run all over us. But you got to be kidding me. 3rd and 5, and he just goes, looks like he's like walking out there for 20 yards. Preston Smith and Johnny Newton combining for another sack? Let's go. Our defense is actually getting pressure. We can't break through to stop the run, but we can break through to pressure Dak. And Brandon Aubrey makes the field goal. 1st and 10 on the 28. Hand off to Bill. He bursts through the line. He's going to go. Is Trayvon Diggs going to catch him? No, he ain't. No, he ain't. 72-yard touchdown for Bill. Let's go. One score game now. 24-17. I mean, breakout speed, that's what we needed. A running back with that breakout speed, and we finally got one. Bill's starting to get that field vision that he's been needing. That's the last thing he needed, was just getting that field vision. Knowing when to make the right cut. Knowing when to commit to the play that's called or when to freelance a little bit. This offense has played pretty good today. The blocking was amazing. He was basically untouched the whole time, and he just got to hit the boosters and went. And George Pickens with another big first down for Dallas. We gotta know, George Pickens is a big guy. You can't arm tackle him. You're gonna have to wrap up and get him down. And Bobby Wagner and Johnny Newton combined for another sack on Dak. Johnny Newton's having himself a day. And CeeDee Lamb is wide open downfield. Again, our defense isn't great, but how? Brandon Aubrey makes another field goal. 27-17. Come on, guys. Josh with the laser to Terry. Josh actually going it, sitting in the pocket, going through his progressions. That's the one thing I've said all season. Our line has not been our problem. And you're seeing it with this game. Josh Johnson has time to go through his progressions. And he's making good reads, dealing it out to everyone on the field. And we lost Tyler Biotish in a meaningless game. Bill with a good run, losing his footing, and still gets it. Let's go. And we have to settle for another field goal within the 10-yard line. Jake Moody makes it. I mean, that thing was heading straight left. One-score game if our defense can stop them. And what a pass breakup by Jeremy Reeves. Oh, that was a touchdown to CeeDee Lamb, wide open. You got to respect the effort and a lot of the plays and the hits that Jeremy Reeves has delivered this season. Brandon Aubrey missed a field goal. Take the gift. We couldn't convert because we had a pre-snap penalty on 4th down. Shoot ourselves in the foot. The Frankie Louvu penalty. Now that was ticky-tack. I mean, it's hard to stop yourself as a defender when you're sacking Dak on that play earlier in the game. I think that shifted momentum back to Dallas. And then you had that stupid false start. We shoot ourselves in the foot every single time. Johnny Newton and Barber combining for another sack on Dak. I think this is the most pressure we've ever had on Dak in a game. Ever. He's like prime Michael Vick against us. And we cannot stop a 4th down conversion to save our lives. On 1st and 2nd down, 3rd down, if they don't magically by some way, they don't get the 3rd down conversion, don't worry, they will get the 4th down conversion. And Brandon Aubrey sinks the field goal. He knew he wasn't going to miss more than one. And now it's a 2-score game again. Josh Johnson basically running the 2-minute offense. Doing pretty good, knowing the right thing. Give it to Terry. And Ben Sinnott actually getting some reps in this game with Zach Ertz out. You're really starting to see the tight end that we have known he could be for the past 2 years. I get it's overshadowed by Zach Ertz, but you want to give these guys opportunities. Keep that rotation going. Jake Moody for a 51-yarder. And it's good. If we can make a stop. Maybe, just maybe. And Dallas converts. Our defense can't stop anyone. We lose 30-23. I'm okay. Like, I wanted to win. I felt like we could have won. We shot ourselves in the foot. It was self-inflicted wounds, right? Defense couldn't make the right stops. Penalties on defense and on offense. But Josh Johnson played a heck of a game. And we got to see a lot of pieces on the team play that we haven't really gotten to see. Like Johnny Newton made some big plays. Jeremy Reeves made some big plays. Ben Sinnott really getting some good action. Bill, breakout game. Another breakout game for Bill. Josh Johnson, heck, I'll give it to him. I thought this was going to be a snooze fest. I talked trash all week about him playing. He played good. I can't lie. He played good. Was it the most amazing quarterback play? No, but he did what he needed to do. I'm okay with this game. 1-score game. We made it competitive. We made it fun. That's all we want. But we lose. And we're 4-12. And we get to play Philly one more time. Thank God I'm moving on that day. I might not want to watch that game. Also got to say, this is the last Commanders reaction video filmed in the studio. Next season's finale video will be filmed in my new apartment. It's crazy. But like it always is, guys, hail to the Commanders, raise hail, let's get it, let's go! 'Cause I've been working